Yes, good morning, Max. Today we're talking about another hot topic here in New South Wales and the liquor industry, and that is the three strikes legislation. As the title indicates, 3 strikes and you're out. The purpose of the legislation, as the title suggests, is to, in certain circumstances, cancel a licence, that is to take away the livelihood of a hotelier or any other licensee in the event that 3 strikes are recorded against the licence. A strike can be recorded if certain offences under the Liquor Act are proved to have taken place. And this leads to what I want to talk about today. Here in New South Wales, offences can be committed by simply paying an infringement notice. An infringement notice takes the same form as a parking ticket, and very often licensees are deceived or mistaken in relation to the consequences of paying a fine simply as you would a parking fine. However, it's much more serious than a parking fine. As I indicated earlier, the payment of that penalty notice will automatically incur a strike. There is no discretion, it is simply recorded. Therein, after, we have a procedure where the second strike can take place 24 hours later. In other words, if an incident occurs in a hotel on a Saturday night and then the police come back again on the Sunday night, well then you could have 2 strikes in the same weekend. If you have a series of incidents that occur on the same night, they will be taken as one. So you can see it's quite a complicated system. The main point I want to get across today is that if you receive an infringement notice, don't automatically pay it. Seek advice. Even if the circumstances warrant you paying a fine, you may need to have it dealt with by a court. A court can impose a range of penalties, including dealing with the matter here in New South Wales under Section 10 of the Crimes Act, which means no conviction is recorded. If you have a good record, the court may well take this into account. They may also take into account the fact that these days a strike may follow a conviction, and depending on the circumstances, the court may decline to record the conviction, which means you don't get a strike. So even if you're guilty, you can basically avoid the strike. Now, as to the people in other states, I'd keep an eye on this because very often what follows here follows in other states, and this will be trumpeted by the government as successful and will put pressure on perhaps other state governments to introduce similar legislation. Thank you.